Hey everyone, welcome in. This is Julie Maxon, the main stamper. I'm here for my box reveal. I have the box. I have the box of goodies. We're going to open this up and, well, it is open, but I haven't dug everything out of it yet. I still have a lot of things that I want to open the packages to and really dive into and check out. So I thought, let's try it out together online and have some fun. Right, these are the Stampin' Up! March 2023 online exclusives. We're going to talk a little bit about what the online exclusives are, why they're so different, and maybe if you have any questions on them, just pop them in the comments because I would love to be able to answer them live for you today. I want this to be a little bit of an interactive kind of a box reveal, right? So always say hi when you're jumping on. I love to know who's watching, where you're watching from. And I have all of the things to show you today, like all of them. So if you're wondering about any of the new products, hi Lori, I have all of the good details. So let's go over to my workspace, and I have some of the stuff is there, some of it's in the box. We are going to go through it together and check it all out. I'm so excited about box reveal day. All right, let me slide the box over to my chair. On my workspace here, you're going to see this nice list of online exclusives. And if you're on my email newsletter list, I sent you this nice PDF. So you can print it out. So you've got your basic one sheet of paper, right? You can print this out and put this in a catalog. You can save this so that you don't always have to go online to see what is new and exciting. This is all of the products. You can, of course, get the bundles separately. You can get stamps and dies separately. You can get punches separately. You can get them as a bundle. But these are all of the new things. We're actually going to go through them today. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Online exclusives are something brand new to Stampin' Up! This is the very first time they've ever done this. Normally, we get catalogs. We get a mini catalog in the spring, and we get one in the fall, and then we get our annual catalog. And these all have hard end dates. The master catalog here, the annual catalog I should say, May 2022 to April of 2023. This one's coming to like an end soon, right? The January to April 2023 coming to an end of next month already. It seems so quick, right? So these products that they put in here, they try to have available for us for the entire length of the catalog. The problem is that not everything is lasting the entire length of the catalog. We all know what happened to the Lucky Clover Punch in January. The catalog wasn't even a month old, and this Lucky Clover Punch sold out, never to be brought back again. And then there's even dies in the annual catalog that have recently sold out. The seasonal labels dies, they were around for a while because they were in a holiday catalog over a year ago. Those are already gone from this annual catalog. So not everything lasts, and it's really hard with all the manufacturing issues and just the way that things are nowadays. It's really hard to keep things processed and shipped and all of those good things. So the answer to some of this problem that they're having keeping things in stock is to come out with online exclusives 3 times a year. So we're going to see one in March, we're going to see one in July, and we're going to see one in November. So they're kind of dispersed in between our catalogs, and there's just little supplemental products that are only going to be online. Now, you can have someone order them for you. My good friend Lori always texts me and says, order me this. She doesn't actually go online to order any of it. You don't have to be online to order it. You just have to know what you want. And that's where this list can come in really handy, because now it's like a little menu, right? You're shopping off it, contacting your demonstrator and saying, please get me this, because that's what you want to get. So online exclusives are only going to be available to view online. They're not going to be in catalogs. And another thing about them is we don't really know an end date, right? There's nothing in the fine print here that says these are available until September or March of next year or next month. We don't know. So Stampin' Up! Really is taking the option here to gauge how popular they are, whether or not they want to renew these products, and so on. Now, I can tell you that right now, so far, the loose frosted dots are on back order. I think they're coming back in early May. And the Irresistible Blooms dies, back order until mid-April. So some of these things are already, I think the punches too, they brought back circle punches. They were gone for a little bit, but they're back again. So they have a little bit more freedom here to bring things back. And the scary part for consumers is we don't know. Something could sell out and never come back again. We don't know. So my thought process and dealing with the online exclusives is, if you absolutely love and fall in love with something, please don't wait, right? You want to get them while the getting is good. Get them early, get them ordered. That way, if they don't ever come back when they go out of stock, you have them. And then secondly, please pay attention. I do share quite frequently on my social media, on Facebook, Irresistible Blooms dies. I messaged, I put a post up a couple of days ago. I said, these are on low inventory, hurry, hurry, hurry. And somebody that I know hurried and somebody that I know didn't hurry. So one person got them and one person didn't. When they go on low inventory, we have the availability to check it out. And usually low inventory means it's going to be gone in the next 2 days. So that's kind of the way that it goes. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how online exclusives work and what the deal is there, right? Hi, Linda. I see you're working on St. Patrick's Day cards and watching. That is so awesome. Very good. All right, so we actually, from this list, there's only two packs of paper. There are 2 packs of Designer Series paper. We've got the Hello Irresistible 6x6, which disappoints me in the most extreme way that it's not 12x12. I love this paper so much. I want it to be in bigger sizes. And then we've got the Naturally Gilded paper. Now, I did show these off at one other time, but I'm going to show them off again because maybe you haven't seen it yet. This paper is so gorgeous. This has in the paper pack Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon coming back, new color, an old color coming back is new, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, again another color coming back, and then Soft Seafoam. So you're going to see some colors here that you may not recognize if you're newer to Stampin' Up. So what I want to point out, besides the fact that these are 6x6, which I really become annoyed with, I'm sorry, I love 12x12 paper. 6x6 paper, but look at the awesome effect. It looks like somebody heat embossed white. They stamped it and heat embossed on it. It's got that really awesome look. So I love these papers so much. So we're just going to take a quick peek through them. Now you do get 4 sheets of each in the paper pack. I split them up so that we're only looking at just the actual patterns that you're going to get. But you will get 4 sheets of each. So you get 4 of this pattern. And on the back side, you know, 4. So basically it just kind of limits you, right? You have 2 technically of this side and 2 of this side if you use them front and back. So again, beautiful papers, some new colors coming back. I love this paper. So again, I really want this in 12x12, and I also want it in wallpaper. Some of the designer paper I would wallpaper with. So that's a look at the Hello Irresistible 6x6 Designer Series paper, and I've used that quite a bit already. And then we've got this Naturally Gilded paper. This is obviously, it's 12x12. We've got big sheets here. You're getting 6 sheets, and you're getting 2 in the gold. And now this is kind of like a vanilla behind it. So it's going to go really nicely with Very Vanilla. Now the back side is white. So you're definitely using one side. And then you're going to get 2 of the silver. And the silver reminds me of winter. I feel like this is a good one for winter. And then the copper one reminds me of fall. So these are their colors. And as I was playing with these just a little bit, and I want to point out, of course, if you know me, you know that I love chocolate to no end. When I saw these, this is what this reminded me of. Gold, silver, and copper. Look at this. They're mimicking my chocolates, some of my favorite chocolates. So delicious, right? But here they are in and then as I was playing with, of course I always have chocolate in my craft room, I'm thinking how awesome would it be to make treat holders to put these specific chocolates in to match. So that's where my mind goes, always to the chocolate. But that is the specialty paper, so it's got that great foil to it. Now let's dig into some other things. We're going to do the things we've seen before, right? So some of these are going to be boring at the beginning, but I love circle punches. I have all of the circle punches that Stampin' Up ever sold, I think, I could be wrong, that are in the new style, which is this one that closes so nicely, not the whale tail style. And if you're old school, you're going to remember what whale tail is. So they've got the 2-inch and the 1 3/4 inch. They brought back these circle punches. So I was so excited. Now, of course, I use these all the time because I have had them. There are circle dies, but sometimes it's easier to punch rather than use a circle die. So a lot more effective and quick in the craft room. I love that very much. And let's talk about another new punch that's coming out. This one is, look at my, it's called Tropical Leaf Punch. So here it is, Tropical Leaf Punch. Still in wrapper, I haven't unwrapped it. Now you can get the punch, so you can get the punch separate. or you can get the bundle, which is a tropical leaf bundle. So now it looks to me like this punch is going to go with our bigger leaf here. And then we've got some really awesome stems. We've got 2-size leaves. We've got some veins that we can put in the leaves. This is going to be great for fall. I'm already thinking ahead. Fall leaf colors. This is going to be fantastic. We've got some XOXO, which would be great for your anniversary, Valentine's, love cards, right? Love you lots again. And hello and thanks so much. Those are some really great little greetings right there. This is photopolymer. Again, I haven't used this yet, so I'm really excited to be able to break some of this stuff out and try it out, but this one comes as a bundle. So again, the punch will coordinate with the one leaf stamp here. So that's a brand new offering. I'm gonna set that aside. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, this is next, Irresistible Blooms. Now you've seen this because obviously I've been using this quite a bit. In fact, let's see. Oh, I do have them all mounted. I kind of surprised myself there. These are red rubber, and sometimes I don't mount. I mount typically what I use. So I think I may have used everything. Wow, that's awesome. I love this stamp set. Of course, flowers. Now, you may have seen some classes that I've held. My monthly card making collective kit uses this stamp set and the dies. I love it. And I keep my stamps, and you may be looking at this going, what are you doing? I pull my stamps out and put the backings on, and then I keep them with the rubber facing this way. And I keep this little insert here. This is like wax paper. This is where the stickers come off of. And the stickers will match up with your stamps. So you can just kind of put that back on there. And it just keeps everything free and loose. So nothing is stuck to either of the covers when I want to pull them out and use them. And of course, I haven't put magnets on my sheet yet. So I've got all these great dies. The circle one and this long stringy one have been absolutely so popular. And that's why these dies are now on back order. They are coming back, so that is good news. Love that stamp set and die very, very much. All right, this one maybe is kind of boring unless you're doing scrapbooking or you really are into things that you're going to personalize. You're going to put somebody's name on classic letters. So this is a photopolymer. Ooh, it's a big photopolymer set too. And I love that the background here shows us where everything would go. So you can line your stamps back up to make sure that they fit, that you have them all. So these are great photopolymer stamps, some nice, really, classic letters indeed. They're very classic looking. So they are approximately, let's take the letter H here. They're approximately an inch, just over an inch tall. So that's kind of nice. They've got a nice little stance there to them. So this is something, again, that you would use if you're personalizing things. It's got numbers in here too, which is going to be great for birthday cards where maybe you want to put happy 75th birthday or, you know, so on. So there are no dies that come with this. This is just straight up alphabet stamp set. And I know that maybe you have a lot of alphabet stamp sets. Maybe you don't, but only capital letters here. There are no lowercase. That's something else to point out. And they always give a little bit of extra. They've got some commas and they've got some nice little leafy things here on the bottom. So that's that stamp set. This is coming out of my box next. These, again, are the loose frosted dots. And you may have seen me play with them. Now, the colors in here are supposed to be flirty. Let's see. It's supposed to match our paper. Flirty. What's our yellow paper? Is it daffodil? I believe it's daffodil. Flirty, daffodil, and I believe pretty peacock. Yes, those are the three colors. There are two sizes in here. They don't have adhesive, so you're going to want to definitely use take your pick tool and pick them up. And I know that when you pick them up, sometimes I usually just put a few out and then try to pick them up. Sometimes they're always upside down, right? So you can pick them up with the putty end of your take your pick tool, use a little bit of glue, and then drop them off onto your projects. But the way they come, because they don't have the adhesive backing, we're getting a lot more. And I don't know if it says on here how many there are. Quantity. 360. So that's a lot. These are also on back order. They're beautiful. Very popular item and some really fantastic colors. So those will be coming back. So that's something to look forward to in the future. Let's check out what else is in my box. I got gold and silver. Oh, I'm excited to check this out. I haven't actually looked at this yet. Gold and silver trim combo pack. So you've got the gold and silver, and I haven't opened these yet. So let's see if I can do that without too much difficulty here. I usually come in with my scissors and then try to just find a loose piece of the plastic And I'm not even sure if I'm like in camera or not. I'm trying to look at this and do this at the same time. I think I got it started, maybe. I was hoping to open this up and take a look at it with you. This is one of those technical difficulties. Please stand by. I can tell that I have I try to cut this little paper off. All right, we at least can look at one now to see. Now it says that it's 1/8 inch, so you can see that it is definitely a little bit bigger. It's got a nice metallic sheen to it. Let's compare that to the Simply Elegant trim, because this is what I used recently on cards. And this is also sold. This is in the annual catalog. Also sold as a silver and gold. And this is trim. So let's look at the difference between the two. Much of a difference, right? I feel like the new one is going to be more ribbony, if that's a word. And then this other one is so thin. I mean, like it's like your linen thread thin, right? So it's really thin. And this one at least has a little bit more substance to it. But how beautiful are these together? Like, whoa. I love the idea that I could use both of these on one card and have kind of like a thicker ribbon and a thinner ribbon. So that is awesome. I really wanted to check it out. This one, I'm winding it back up here a little bit on my spool, is coarse. It's a very coarse one. This one is a lot softer, obviously. Totally different makeup. So extra there. So there you have it. So there's the difference between these two type of items, but the new one in the online store is this one right here, the gold and silver 1/8 inch trim combo pack. Love it. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's see what else we got. We got a couple more things. We have Growth Takes Time. This is another new stamp set, right? So this is fantastic. A couple of trees here. And I'm thinking these are supposed to be olive trees, but I could be wrong. Is this an olive? I didn't really do any research. I love the watering can. This could be used with any of your flower stamps and your springtime stamps, maybe even. Let's see. Tabitha says Y2As, but only one of the other letters. Going back to messages. Tabitha. So, I don't know, because let's see, why are there 2A? Are they both together in here? Let's see, or is it a combo stamp? A here. Now I'm playing Where's Waldo with the other A over here. Interesting. I don't know why they have 2As, but they actually do have 2As. They look like they're completely identical, which is interesting. Oh wait, no, are they identical? Let me see. That's the back side. Let us check this out. Thank you for this great question. We're going to check this out right now. Let's see here. So this A and this A, I almost want to say, are they going in different directions? But maybe they're not. Yeah, no, they're exactly the same, because this is the back. This is where I would put my clear block, which I'll just grab out a quick block here, right? Clear block. Yep, the thick, because at first I thought maybe the thickness was bigger on one side than the other, but there are definitely 2As. I don't know if there's a reason that there's 2As. I always find it interesting that they put these, and I'm not sure like what languages they would use this AE that's kind of together, this little symbol. Obviously I'm only like using A through Z, so they do have those extra symbols and things in there, like this one right here, right? That would be like a C, maybe a French, I'm thinking. I took French in high school, but that was a really long time ago. So yeah, there are definitely 2As, and I don't know why. So if anyone in the comments knows, oh, there's 2 L's, 2 P's. Okay, we're seeing this here now. So there are a couple of letters that they're duplicated. I'm gonna go with, I feel like 2 P's would make sense because a lot of times we're making the word happy, so HAPPY, so you don't have to stamp the P twice. Maybe this would be like Papa, Mama. You got 2 A's, so you could use them in words. So there's got to be some kind of a method, and hello would be HELLO, so that you could use individual letters and then use duplicate letters without having to, you know, stop, redo an L, redo a P, what have you. So I'm going to go with that as my final answer. So that's my best guess as to why there are duplicates in here. So it's really interesting. And that was a really good question. So thanks, Tabitha. Now, maybe Tabitha knows the answer to this. Is this an olive tree? Is this supposed to be an olive tree? It's got here the sentiment that says, be patient, your time will come. Be gentle with yourself. Look how far you've come. Growth takes time. So I'm thinking that maybe if this is an olive tree and olive trees grow slowly, maybe that's kind of the theme of this. But again, I love the watering can. Great for floral cards. And if someone knows that this is definitely an olive tree, please let us know. I mean, it's got some really awesome texture to the bark here. So I'm thinking perhaps that it is. This is, again, it's one of those cling stamp sets. This is what they look like when you get them and they're brand new out of the case, right? So you actually have to pull these, they just kind of snug in here. So you pull them apart, you take off this sticker right here, and then you peel off, what do I got here? Look how far you've come is my stamp. So then on this page, this has your sticker sheets. You're going to peel off the 2 stickers. And this is how I mount mine up. I just put this foam backing over top of the sticker right here, and I kind of just line it up, press it down, pull it off, and here it is, just like that. So that's how I mount mine up. And then when I put them in here, I will leave them with the rubber side down. So again, I put them right back in here so I know if I'm missing any. I will leave this little waxy paper here right over top of my mounted stamp, and there you go, just like that. One is done. So that's how I mount up my stamps as well. So a little lesson on that real quick. All right, let's keep going. We got a couple more things. We have the Rhino Ready bundle. This one I think is so cute. This is this one's my favorite rhino because he's a little birdie on his back, and he's just got this strut going on. My dog looks like that when she struts. I just think it's kind of funny. There's a little birdie here. I mean, these are just really adorable. So we've got You're Built Tough. You're Built Tough. This would be kind of like really cool on like a truck card too, right? For guide cards, right? You know, kind of like that. You're stronger than you think. There's like an arm here and a shirt, like the muscles. It's a great day. Hello, friend. Hope your birthday is wild. This one is super cute. This is, again, a photo. Nope, make that red rubber. This is a red rubber. So those have to be cleaned up. Now, there are some dies that go with this one. Rhino Ready. Really cute if you're making cards for kids, making cards for the young at heart, that kind of thing. I think this would be great, and it's just like a little collage because you've got 3 different rhinos there. Let's take a look at the dies real quick here. These are the Rhino Ready dies. I've seen some really cute things with these too. So we've got this kind of like grassy savanna type background, and then we actually have some really thin stick trees. And so there's a couple of different trees here. There's a little party hat here for the rhino. I'm looking to see the little birdies can be die cut. Of course the rhinos are going to be die cut. Oh, the arm. This is cute. Okay, you can die cut the little muscle arm here. So there's the die for that one. There are this leaf looks very much like the leaf that's kind of, oh no, where is my leafy stamp set? Look, I'm piling things up here, right? So it's kind of that same, obviously it's not going to work, but it just kind of reminds me of the same leaf kind of design there. So that's interesting. What else we got? We have the grass. Oh, look there's a die for the grass. So again, that grass die could be used in all kinds of cards, right? So cute. Checking messages. Hi, Jess. Oh, I'm glad you have some exciting news from your son. That's so awesome. Okay, so we have been just checking out all the new products here, just kind of digging through. Oh, look at this one is kind of cool too. So some of these don't go with the stamp set, but they kind of just, they're leafy, again, leafy. Oh, there's 2 of these leaves. Okay, 2 of the leaves, 2 of the birds. Good stuff here. Like I think this is really cute. I am like looking forward to trying out the Rhino bundle. I think it's just a really cute bundle. So you may be seeing that really soon. All right, we checked out that one. Now we have a couple more things to look at. We've got Radiating Stitches dies. So the online exclusives really have given us a variety, right? It's not all the same. It's not all flowers. It's not all spring, right? It's just all kinds of, there's greens, there's letters, there is flowers, right? There's trees, there's critters, a little bit of everything. Now here are the dies. So Radiating Stitches dies, we're getting 6 dies in this die set. Now this does not go with any stamp set. This goes with every stamp set. That's the best part. It doesn't go with any, it goes with every. I'm going to pop one of these off of here just so you can see. So it's going to cut around the outside And I don't believe it's going to cut. There's no cutting here in the middle. So your paper should cut to this size. And the biggest one here is 4 by 5 1/4, about 4 by 5 1/4. So this will be the front layer of your card, and it's got all of this. This is gonna not die. It's not gonna cut, but it's gonna like emboss your paper and all these little radiating stitches. And then you've got a couple more that are different sizes, and of course their stitches are smaller as you go down. So where this one has like a lot of different texture, this one will be a little bit more subtle. So will the next one down, and you've got a couple of circles here. Of course, this tape that they're on is always so harsh, right? So there's a circle here, and then there's another one. I love when they layer the two circles together. So you can kind of use different paper and then create a little pattern there with that. And then of course there's a nice little heart here too. So this is something that you could use probably on just about anything, right? It's going to give you some texture. So it's kind of like die cutting and embossing at the same time. That is the Radiating Stitches dies. All right, I have one more thing. I have one more thing in my box of goodies. Elegant Borders dies. And I want to know if you guys have a favorite of all of these new products. Because I don't know. I mean, I love the Irresistible bundle. I've been playing with that for quite a while. But I'm also really excited about the rhinos. Now this one, again, is called Elegant Borders dies. There are 4 in here. They do not go with a stamp set. So it's just a standalone die set. And look how pretty these are. I cannot wait to try these out. So you've got, and now again, these are big, right? So they're going to be, this one has an arc here, 6 inches. So it's not going to fit on a basic card base. You would be using part of it because, you know, unless you're making a really large card, maybe you are going to make a super large card. How big is this one? Again, 6 inches. These are big borders, but so pretty. I love all of them. These are brand new to me. I haven't played with them. So I cannot tell you exactly how they're going to cut and what they're going to do, but I'm really excited to try them out. So you're getting 4 of these Elegant Borders. Again, these are going to be universal for all kinds of fun cards. So we've got a couple of die sets. We've got some stamp sets. We have our little rhinoceros bundle. Of course, we have Irresistible Blooms. We have one punch. I'm glad that they came out with at least one punch here. Tropical Leaf. Classic Letters. We checked out some ribbon and compared it to the current trim. We took another look at the 2 and 1 3/4 circle punches because we love those. And we also looked at a little bit of paper today. And that is all part of the online exclusives. Again, in my email today, I sent this paper out so that you could print it and you could put that in your catalog so that you have a copy of it, because we're paper crafters. We need the paper. Like, we need the paper. Why is there not paper, right? So I made that one up on Canva if anyone's interested in how that occurred. I didn't, I saw another demonstrator with this kind of a design, and I've been playing on Canva a lot. So I went in and put in my little boxes and put in my little pictures and my text and all that good stuff, and I did it. I was really proud. Little things like that you can do. Sometimes you just, like, it made my day yesterday when I could actually successfully do that, turn it into a PDF, and then email it to you guys. So I was really excited about that. So I hope that you are too. I like to share little things like that with you. So that is it for the online exclusives. We about a half an hour in. That's so awesome. So this was my Thursday at 3. This was my first Thursday at 3. Let me put that out there. I am always live on Mondays at 8 doing my card class of the week, but I'm thinking about doing a Thursday at 3 where I come on for a half an hour and either showcase something, show a tip, do a really quick project, something like that. So let me know what you guys are thinking about Thursday at 3, so that you can see me twice a week. And of course, I would probably be doing my fun folds at that point too, as I'm doing fun folds. So that is it. Tabitha says I'm conquering my tech. I am learning as I go. I'm like building the rocket while I'm flying to the moon. So thank you so much for joining me for this sneak peek. Again, let me know what's your favorite item here, because it may show up next Thursday when we get together at 3. So if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you, let you know any more answers in case you have something that you're questioning. But that's it for me. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and everyone take care, stay crafty. I'll see you next time. Bye.